Hello, everybody. It's Michaela here, and you can call me Kay. This is Kayology, my channel, all about astrology, spirituality, and motivational videos. Okay, through tarot. I'm stop. Anyways, I have a reading that was requested. Somebody wanted to know about their career, plus there's so many views that still go to my career read on the channel, so I decided to do a little update video. It is quite intense. I don't know if it's Neptune that just went into Aries. Is that the reason? I don't know, y'all. I had thought it was going into Aries in like April, but that's a whole nother transit. I confused the Neptune with Uranus transit that was going on. But anyways, Neptune has just gone into Aries, y'all, and it's been freaking insane, y'all. It's been crazy. I don't know if you felt it, just that air of I don't care, maybe empathy going down, okay? Like not caring as much, not wanting to put as much obsessive effort in. So definitely look to see where you have Aries in your houses, okay, in your birth chart. And that's how it's possibly could be affecting you. Just caring a little bit less, empathy going down in some areas, okay? But I'm so excited to be back. I really, really missed you guys. What else? Oh, yes, I'm still offering readings this month, in the month of February. So email me if you want a read, okay? Prices from like $11 to $60. So, they're not super expensive in case anyone is intimidated, because I kind of did feel like this weird intimidation energy, and I was like, oh my gosh, is my collective scared of me? Are y'all scared of me? I'm so nice. I answer emails, I promise, okay? But so grateful to the people who have reached out and who have gotten their readings, okay? Love y'all. Smooches, okay? And yeah, let's go ahead and get into it, you guys. So excited. This is, of course, one of those readings where it's like your spirit team does not play about you. Your spirit team does not play about you, okay? Um, the T in your workplace right now is that, well, one, you are in the process of owning who you are. You're in some type of reality, some type of timeline where a lot of good things about you, maybe your talents, natural abilities, are coming to the surface. And more than ever, it's a good time to change up the routine, change up your normal, um, it's like normal things that you do, um, change those things up. Okay? So, like, I'm talking spiritual rituals. This could be a good time to, you know, um, play around with different types of rituals, play around with different types of hobbies, routines, change it up a bit because you're going through some type of transformation. So some things from an old timeline may not work. Okay, that's for somebody. But just in general, I'm getting this owning of who you are. And because you are doing this, because this person had negative intentions towards you, um, I guess it's like standing in your truth triggers them because they're like, oh my gosh, how far in your truth are you going to stand? Does this mean that you're going to expose me, scared of what, that you'll tell the truth? Also, whoever this person is, they have a spiritual parasite. The crazy part is when I saw spiritual parasite, it's spiritual parasites. Okay. When I tell you that this message, this energy is not letting me sleep, this person, whatever their negative intentions towards you was or is, they are so low vibrational that they have entity attachments, okay? Entities that work through them. Okay, these could be entities that like to gossip, entities that, are connected to drug use or heavy, like something about heavy drugs, heavy alcohol. Okay, like coping mechanisms. These are entities that feed off of pride. Pride is also very important here because we have solar plexus energy. Solar plexus in the healthy state is confidence, okay? It is confidence and strong manifestation ability. But like whoever this bully is in your workplace, they are overly confident, and um, it all comes from a place of feeling within themselves inadequate. Okay, this person feels, and the spiritual parasites are starting to make them feel like what their spirit or their soul actually is. They're starting to feel ugly. They're starting to feel like just bad, okay? They're starting to feel really bad about themselves. Like I'm literally hearing, well, this morning, okay? And when I tell you this energy has not been allowing me to sleep until I've been able to get this freaking message out. So I was like, you know what? In Neptune and Aries fashion, okay, y'all, Neptune has just gone into Aries. I don't know why I thought it was going to be in April. I knew that it was coming soon, but somehow I got confused. I thought it was coming in April, but I think that's another transit that's happening in April. Anyway, Neptune is just going into Aries, and in Neptune and Aries fashion, I'm just normally I would not step to the plate when something of this energetic caliber is happening. I would try to wait until the chaos dies down and then read the energy. But there's like this energy of, no, I'm going to face it head on. I'm going to face this energy head on. Okay, and there's also energy and a message about that as well. You owning who you are, and like just calling out things about yourself, saying what you're comfortable with, saying what you're not comfortable with, standing on that as well, not trying to say you are one thing and then like regress or try to like renege on what you said that you are or what you resonate with. Okay, something about you standing on your truth is really like eating this person up, literally. Okay, making the spirits that are attached to them eat them up. Okay, especially if this has something to do with like a spiritual workplace. Like let's say that you are a reader like me. Okay, this could be somebody in your workplace who tried to do some type of work on you, or do some type of like bait and switch based off of the things that have victimized you in the past, right? Your traumas, your triggers, right? Let's get more about this. But this is just a really interesting situation. Like, good customer service in reverse. Okay, so whoever this is about, they have really, really bad customer service skills, y'all. Really, really bad customer service skills. So this is somebody who's got like a bad attitude. Once again, they're overly confident. They're overly ambitious as well, greedy. Okay, that's another negative side of solar plexus energy. Like they're very greedy. They're very like it's all about me. All about me. Everything's all about me. Okay. And then we have throat chakra too. Yes, they speak too much. They talk too much. They don't listen. Okay. And once again, it's like all of these things are hitting the fan for them right now. Like their inability to really listen and comprehend other people's point of view is starting to hit the fan. Them being overly confident, prideful, and greedy is starting to hit the fan for them. I'm also getting something like about like stomach issues for somebody, right? Okay. You are them. Like a confirmation if somebody has like stomach issues lately, like you haven't really been hungry, or it's like not even that you haven't been hungry, but it's kind of like this weird, like you've been very selective about the things that you eat. it's because this person is trying to either get in your energy, or for my spiritually gifted people, like my people who work in like a spiritual space, this person could have been trying to attach a parasite to you based off of your traumas, right? um but if it's just like normal workplace, it's like this person is trying to be in your energy, and it's like your energy is fighting them off. Your energy is fighting them off, not just your energy but also your spirit team as well. Okay, can't get you off my mind. Yeah. Yeah. And I think that's weird too, right? And it's like something about this beautiful soul in reverse. Like there's something about your truth that makes you radiate and look so beautiful. And that's like triggering to this person as well. Can we talk? Okay, so someone could be wanting to come to you and talk, funny jokes. Yeah, somebody could be wanting to come to you and talk. They could also want to maybe blame you for something. What is this victim blaming? Okay, celebrating your wins in reverse. Okay, I'm hearing Judas. Okay, authenticity is the highest vibration. Okay, higher than love. Celebrating your wins in reverse. Okay, so yes, so I'm telling you, it's like someone is walking into a level of authenticity that they've never worked. It's like worked in before. Worked in before. I was trying to say walked in before. Someone is in a level of confidence that you've never really walked in before, that the world has never seen in you. It is so beautiful. It is so beautiful. Okay, like this is, I'm getting someone's just reached breakthrough in therapy even, right? Like maybe you found your person, you found your therapist, right? Or you found somebody that it doesn't have to be a therapist, but you found maybe your people. You've It's some type of transformational energy here. All right, there's some type of transformational energy of like you are transferring into a timeline where you really are thriving. You're thriving right now. Okay, and maybe you're struggling to accept, you know when you have heard or experienced being victimized, or being left out, or being targeted even, okay, socially. There's like this new word that I just learned. It's a narcissistic collective. Okay, and maybe you have been around a narcissistic collective, where everybody believes lies, everyone pushes lies. Okay, everyone is standing together in a lie or a narrative that is not true, uh, based off of and off of the scapegoat's back, off of the black sheep's back, right? Off of the authentic person's back. So I'm getting someone who's made specific moves and lives their life in a specific way to where you are in the perfect position for the universe to bless you so that you can be seen as you actually are. Okay, especially with all these Aries transits. We have, I think Mars is, no, not Mars, excuse me. um Chiron is in Aries still, okay? Neptune is in Aries, and I believe we also have Saturn in Aries. Also, something about a Saturn return for somebody. It's like you are being seen clearly. Clearly, I've been saying this, y'all, and it really makes me think of the reading from last week. Like the tea is that in your workplace right now, collective, in the workplace right now, you are being literally like, the word is adorned. Okay, I'm hearing you are being cherished, you are being celebrated. Okay, strong Six of Wands energy, like you riding in on that horse and people see you in a very high place. Okay, not even very high, but they see you. Okay, they see you. Okay, um and there's somebody with this celebrating your wins in reverse, right? There's somebody who wants to bully you out of it, but they can't because they are too busy. Highest timeline. Wow. They are too busy fighting their own demons. Okay? And it's just like, I love the duality of Aries energy. No one talks about it because, usually when we're talking about Aries, we don't talk about duality. Okay, that's Libra on the other side of the scale. But the duality of Aries energy is both the baby and the warrior. Okay? Both the baby and the warrior. And when you use Aries energy to stand in that warrior, I'm not going to give up, I'm going to press through, I'm going to be who I am, f who thinks about it, who cares, right? Like I said what I said, I'm willing to stand on that physically, okay? If you've got a problem, throw hands. Okay, that's the warrior side of Aries. But then there's also this baby side of Aries, all right, where nothing is fair. Okay, I have a lot of Aries sons in my family. Aries mixed with water in their charts. So it's like I've seen the baby side that's like, oh, everything never works out for me. And they whine and they whine and they whine and they whine till they get their way. So this boss figure, or not even boss, because it doesn't feel like a boss, it feels like just someone in your workplace who feels like they're above you and they feel like they're above a lot of people. And their whole thing is like, they use this overzealous mindset of I am the best, okay, or I am needed more than anybody else. They use this like almost a lower vibration of manifestation. They use this mindset to appear like they are something. Strong illusions, strong glamour magic, even, okay, where they try to dominate spaces, dominate social experiences, dominate, everything. They want to be the best. They want to be the most. This person wants to be employee of the freaking month every single month. They want to be the person that everybody thinks, wow, this person's the best at this job, definitely more than collective. Like that's how they want people to see them. And the Aries baby energy seems to be what they're in. It's like they think that they're a warrior, but the moment they don't get their way, they go to crying. Like I was literally like for the last 2 days listening to someone cry and complain because their mind games aren't working, because their manipulation isn't working, and for some people because their witchcraft is not working. Okay? Because their craft is not working on you, whatever that craft is, whether it is spiritual or more on a psychological level. Their games don't work on you. They're not able to bait and switch you. They're not able to trigger you. They're not able to hurt you. Okay? Like this is the type of person that, if you don't give them the right type of reaction in the workplace, I'm literally getting someone be like, hey, can we talk? Them trying to joke with you, them trying to get you to open up, because they want you to be conflicted about them. They want you they want to kind of put an illusion of confusion over you, right? Talk to you, get you to open up, tell them, maybe some of your insecurities, some of your vulnerabilities, and then them take that, use it to, roast you behind the scenes or make it a joke, make it funny, trigger you through not taking the things that you tell them seriously. Okay? Like, this is the type of person who will go out of their way to be like, hey, I just want to make sure that I'm not making you uncomfortable. Can you tell me, like, if this makes you uncomfortable, does this make you uncomfortable? Does this make you uncomfortable? Right? Trying to pick around to find your problems because this parasitic energy about them, they have to feed. Like, this is the type of person who needs to feed on someone's energy. Okay? And this is so annoying because it's just like, I would have rather read this morning, but it's like, I feel like a secret spy in the midnight hours getting into this energy. And I think it's because this person, once again, they have a hard time sleeping. Like, this person could be, I don't know why I want to say anemic. I wasn't gonna say anemic. This person could be, what's that word? The word for somebody who doesn't sleep well. Insomnia. This person can have insomnia. So, like, this person spends most of their nights thinking of ways to get over on people, thinking of ways to backstab people, right? And lately they've been thinking about you because they've been noticing it like a level. They've been noticing your higher timeline, you stepping into this higher timeline, and they're like, wait a freaking minute, okay? I may lie and tell people I want them to do well, but I don't want them to do better than me. I don't want them to win. I don't want them to do better than me. What is this? Oh no. Okay. I'm gonna shuffle a couple more times and we're gonna go into the tarot. Yeah, running from karma. There's something in this workplace that this person does to stay on top. Okay? And it's coming to light. Codependency and the struggle position. Ooh, for a whole year. Someone has been codependent on somebody's energy in this workplace for a whole year. Okay? Maybe this person has been, imitating you. If you're like a content creator or like a reader, like maybe they imitate your work. Okay, I got some myself with binding spell. Okay, maybe this person wanted to have you bound to them through these confusion mind games. Okay, but one thing I always think is really interesting, like sometimes I will literally be told to not make a reading or to like fall back on my content because of the copycat that I'm dealing with. Okay, it's annoying and they have more, subscribers and stuff than me. So I just be like, truth will always come out. Not gonna be I'm not gonna focus on that. I'm gonna keep focusing on bettering myself, bettering, my platform and stuff. And, over time, justice will be served for sure. Okay. Especially because I'm very Saturn ruled. So, yeah, Saturn be bouncing my but it also bounces the of my energies. What? Of the people who think that they can get over on me. Okay, all I gotta do is stay my course. That's all I gotta do. Um, so yeah, this boss person, okay, this person who thinks that they're a boss, they are crumbling right now. They're crumbling. I also feel like it's something about the transits for them as well. It's so funny. At the bottom of the deck, we have this Nine of Swords, and the image is somebody up in the bed, cannot sleep. And this person, like, they crying. Like, 3 a.m. this morning, I was sensing like it felt when I was waking up, I feel like I was waking up into the energy that this person was in. And it was so creepy. Like sometimes my spiritual gifts scare the crap out of me, y'all. But like I felt like my throat was on fire. Like it's like that tired feeling. You know how you've been crying for a couple hours. I don't know if anybody is criers, okay, or emotional here, okay, where my water signs at. But after you cry for a little bit, like sometimes like your throat will start to burn because your body's getting dehydrated, right? Your throat will start to burn, or you'll start to feel tired because you're expelling a lot of energy into processing these emotions. And that's why oftentimes, like, therapists have told me, cry for about 40 minutes and then do something to transition out of it, because you can get stuck in emotions, right? You can either avoid or you can get stuck. And this person is like very much stuck. They're stuck on not the fact that they're not getting their way in this work environment. They're stuck, okay? Especially if they've done something to try to, deter you, to sabotage you. This is why they cannot celebrate. They cannot celebrate your wins, because in their mind, they're like, well, you're not supposed to be succeeding to begin with. I did so much to make sure that you wouldn't. So why are you succeeding? This is not, I'm literally hearing, this is not how it was supposed to go. All right. So this person is trying to run from karma. They're blaming you. They're blaming, the world and all of the different people who don't see you the way that they're supposed to see you. They're blaming the work environment. They're blaming everything under the sun. It's everyone's fault but theirs. Okay. Aries baby energy. All right. All right. So what do you want to tell the collective about this energy? I have no idea what pile this is going to be. I literally just turned on the fucking camera. I turned on the camera and just said, yeah, let's just go with it. So I guess I'll make this group 1. I'll make this group 1. Yeah. So what is the T here in the workplace? Because ooh, take them both. No, I'm just take the ones out. Can I get 2 more? I think that's the thing. Like, 1 more. Okay. I always feel like my spreads never look like, a normal spread. Okay, my spreads never look like normal spreads, and I'm okay with that. I hope you guys are too. All right. Page of Pentacles. I feel like this is this authenticity. There's something that's like growing slowly, but it's like it's gaining momentum for you guys. And I feel like once again, it's this confidence. It's like you guys are coming into this confidence, this self-assuredness, this I like to call it dark feminine, because it's not so much this could be dark feminine for some of you. Okay, I know as soon as somebody says dark feminine, people want to get scared. Okay, ugh. But I'm talking about that silent, quiet confidence. Okay, the confidence that isn't prideful and all up in your face, and saying, "Oh, I'm this and I'm that and I'm amazing," and right? It's not talkative. It is quiet. It is a quiet confidence that can make people uncomfortable, because it's just like, well, how can you be so assured of yourself? How can you just say something so calmly and so um confident and calm? Okay, how are you so at peace knowing that I don't like you, knowing that other people don't like you, knowing that I'm lying on you, knowing that I'm telling people all these vulnerable things about you? How can you just stand in your strength? How can you just be yourself, knowing that I'm doing all this to you? And it's like dark femininity or dark feminine power is the knowing that I'm good either way. I'm good either way. I have such a good self-talk, self-image, self-concept, that no matter what you do, no matter what you say, no matter what practitioner you go to, what mind games you want to play, okay? Doesn't matter how many groups you get to go up against me. I don't care. It doesn't matter what narrative you want to put together. I'm still going to be good at the end of the day, okay? I'm still going to be good at the end of the day. Like, if you ever want to like see a real time example, I think that Beyonce's journey from, first striking out on her own in the music industry and now where she is, where she doesn't really explain herself to people, she just makes moves. It's like that is almost the journey of the dark feminine. Okay, she is a Scorpio moon, so um the rest of her chart placements aren't necessarily super mysterious or transformative even, but it was her desire to be the best that she could in her career that like forced her into this path of, I have to continue to find my voice, right? Shine, okay? I have to continue to find my voice. I have to continue to find the light within myself, okay? And that journey led her into finding certain strengths about herself that first have to ground on the inside, and then it grows so big that now there is this quiet confidence, there is this I don't have to explain myself, there is this I can drop a freaking album like that and y'all gonna go and buy it because of the power that has been built within. So you're coming into this highest timeline for yourself of authenticity and standing in this truth. And now it's almost like the real, okay, the real opposed to the fake in this workplace. The real confident person, the real person who has an activated and healthy solar plexus, the person who has a healthy throat chakra, okay, the real is being seen and the fake is being exposed. And while they're going down, they just want to talk to you, they just want more time to play around with you. But this is not a game, okay? Especially when we talk about people money, baby, this ain't no damn game. You better stop playing. Like, what is this page of pentacles? 2 cards for the page of pentacles, please. All right, come on here, come on here. Owning who you are. Someone is grounding a 10 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. Baby, you are not playing. Okay. And once again, it brings me back to your spirit team do not play about you. I don't know why. There's something about this 10 of Pentacles that is giving like sponsored by your spirit team. Your best possible timeline. Okay. You're very fulfilled with what you do in your workplace. And I feel like, once again, it has nothing to do with the outside circumstances. It has to do with you using some type of talent or ability that you have very naturally, and it brings a feeling of fulfillment. Okay, so I'm not saying like, oh, you're absolutely in love with this position you have at State Farm and you don't ever really want to go anywhere else. No, but there is a level of helping somebody to find the best insurance that works for them, helping them to save money, being able to communicate and relate with so many different types of people, right? It gives you the ability to communicate with different types of people from all over the world, right? That type of thing. And maybe that is enjoyable to you right now. That is allowing you to express some type of ability that you have that is growing, okay? Some type of ability that you have to make money is growing. And it is putting you in the Queen of Pentacles energy. I'm also getting multiple streams of income. Ooh, my head is starting to hurt. This is what this person does not like. They don't like how vast and deep you are from within coming out into the world. They don't like your capacity, okay? They don't like how multifaceted you are, right? This person could be trying to put up different blocks and barriers, okay? They could be trying to, could turn the lights off when it comes to your creativity, right? Your shine. But every single time they try to take a portion of you, take one of your abilities and and shroud it, right, and confuse it, and lie about it and create a narrative about it. Every single time they try to do it, only thing they do is then just expose a different level of authenticity in a different area because you're so multifaceted. What is this strength here? 2 cards for the strength. Yeah, this person is hung up. They're hung up and scared that they're going to be seen as essentially who they are. This person does not think that they're a bad person. They think that, it's like, I do bad things, but I'm not a bad person. Okay, this person could be an air sign. This air sign did not want to come out. So Libra, Gemini, Aquarius person. In a year. Ooh. So over the last year, this person, I'm getting like the universe has tried to get in contact with them about this, okay? Sorry, I'm trying to get in contact with you about your car's extended warranty. I'm trying to get in contact with you about the integrity of your soul. Okay, I feel like they've gotten warning after warning from the universe, from God, what have you, whatever their spiritual issue is, right? They've gotten warning after warning after warning to stop doing something, to stop, being overly prideful, to stop being so stubborn in their own mind, to stop being, so concentrated on, taking you down, sabotaging you and other people. Like, they have tried. Their spirit team, God, has tried with this person over and over and over again to get them to stop bullying, to stop sabotaging, to stop being a Judas in other people's lives, right? To stop trying to make people codependent to them, okay? That could also be their thing, trying to make people flying monkeys, people who are overly loyal to them. Like, this person is parasitic by nature at this point. And once again, everybody has a story, everybody has a reason why they do what they do, but the reason is just not good enough. And they do all of this extra stuff to hide the fact that they're not really the best at their job. They have poor customer service skills. Like, this is the type of person, if you work in customer service and they see you shining for, all that you contribute into your job, for having heart, okay, for having consistency, for having, just innate abilities, for having, that shine, that personality to make people want to work with you, right? They see you doing that, and all they do is manipulate. Someone works in a spiritual avenue, and this person does a lot of glamour magic to attract people to get services by them. They do a lot of hating on other people who do spiritual work, okay, saying, oh, this person's a fake spiritualist, this person's a fake reader, this person's fake, when, mind you, they spend more time degrading people, sabotaging people, talking ish about people than they do on their craft, than they do on their own gifts, than they do. Like, they spend time doing that. They get hung up on, destroying people because of this parasitic energy that is basically turned into a whole fungus in this person's life. There's so, like, this parasitic energy. It's like a greed. It's coming from greed and lust that is now turned into this thing that they can't stop doing. It's like their kryptonite. It's like they have to, it's like they get a high off of fooling people. They, like, that mean girl Regina George energy. They get that, like, high off of getting to know people, okay? Like, making them, dependent upon this wannabe boss here, this bully at work. They make people dependent off of them. They make people feel comfortable. Those people should tell them, personal things. They're vulnerable, and then they want to make, that person's vulnerability a joke. Okay, they want to, get over on them, hurt their feelings, laugh about it behind their back. And they're so used to that. But it's like the cycle has broken for that. And this is like so in the background of your life. Like spirit has you, like, notice how all of this stuff is going on with this person, right? Try to take up the whole board. But what's going on with you is very simple. Okay, you're coming into this place, like, I think the only thing for you is learning to celebrate yourself. Okay, learning to celebrate yourself. Like, I feel like you could be getting triggered by the amount of support you are receiving, the amount of attention, the amount of love, the amount of, accolades. Okay, people seeing your achievements and pointing them out, that could be triggering for you right now. Okay, but in the background, you have this person who is imploding on themselves because they haven't been able to feed. Okay, they really wanted to feed off of you. That was one of their major goals. Like, they saw you as somebody who was a perfect candidate for the type of mind games that they like to play, just for them to realize, oh my gosh, this person is way stronger than I thought. So now they're just sitting here in the Nine of Wands energy, like, well, I don't want to give up. I don't want to give up. Okay, I don't want to give up this Chariot, but they don't know how they can get this energy off of you. Oh my gosh. Yeah. This is very interesting. Very, very interesting. Um, mm, I'm like being attracted to another deck of mine. So I'm going to pick this up and see where it takes us. Okay. And then we'll be done. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, we'll be done because we're at like 40 minutes. Pretty privilege. The next 60 days. Oh my gosh. Somebody's manifestations are coming in. Okay, I just did a manifestation read. So, yeah, someone has poor customer service skills and they think it's okay because they're pretty? Question mark. They think that their looks get them everywhere they want to go. I'm also hearing prettier than you. Like, ugh. Okay. But it's just like, first of all, let's just put out the fact that my collective, yeah, y'all bad as fuck. Let's not do that. Sorry, I've been cussing a lot in this reading, but we're gonna let it be. But y'all definitely bad. Like, let's not do that. I don't know why they're comparing their looks to you. Okay. Obviously, when people like do stuff like that, it's because they already think that you're attractive. That's why they have to puff themselves up. Once again, this solar plexus, this like negative solar plexus energy. Okay, I'm also getting over zealous, like they are overusing their solar plexus energy. Um, Clear sense of psychic feeling through the body. Yeah, it's like, dude, someone could be feeling this. Okay, maybe you've been feeling a bit more. Because I said you have been achieving a lot. You have been, visible, and people have been acknowledging it, right? And maybe you've been a little like, I don't know, okay, not celebrating yourself the way that you should. It's energy and influence from this person. It's so tough being psychically gifted, because sometimes, the what they're intending for you, right, this parasitic energy, what they're intending for you, it does not hit, but you still can kind of feel it, and you're not sure exactly what you're feeling, because when you're psychically gifted, when something doesn't hit you, you still get the whiff of it. You can still like sense it, and you're like, what the heck is that? Okay. All right. uh Whole family. I'm also going to see what's on the bottom here. Happening before your eyes. So I'm also getting work family, like the whole work family happening before your eyes. Yeah, this person is going through some type of reputation downfall. Like their reputation in this workplace, in this field, is coming down quickly. Quickly, quickly, quickly. It's actually really sad, okay? But it's like spirit gave them so many opportunities to change and they didn't want to change. It's like all they had to do was basically say, okay, what I'm doing is wrong, and just walk away. okay? Give you your space, let you work on your side of the office, on your side of the campus, whatever, okay? All they had to do was just let you work on your side of the hospital for some of you, all right? That's all they had to do. But they just could not let this go. It was so enticing. There was something so enticing about your energy, okay? Um, mm, 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 mm. Yeah, they're going to be exposed as a work bully, exposed as someone who purposefully puts other people down, okay? Who, victim blames, right? Find out people's insecurities and then blame them for their insecurities, blame them for their weaknesses. Um, Somebody who uses information and weaponizes it, okay? An empress in reverse, okay? Very codependent off of other people's energy. They could manifest off of other people. Ooh, I just called something out. Hold on. They could manifest off of other people's energy, off of the backs of other people's energetic work. With you being so authentic and having that potent energy, they wanted to manifest off of your energy. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was their intention and their goal. But instead, in the next like 60 days, this person is going to go through a huge humbling in their reputation. Okay. Whatever their 10th house placement is, prepare for impact. Prepare for impact. I wouldn't be surprised if they had some type of like fire sign in the 10th, like Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Okay. It's tough, but it's also, I mean, like, it's a karmic thing. Like, they have to learn this lesson. And I feel like the whole time they're going to be crying, y'all. Oh my God, they're going to be crying and snotting and acting like the world is just all against them. But they're going to be all right, okay? So, yeah, that is your read. If you want something more about you and like your career, I would say pick another pile. So, yeah. Bye, y'all. Hello. Hello, group number two. I've already prayed in without you guys, okay? So I was gonna get out some pre-pulled and they were just like, no, go ahead, start the recording. So we have the T for your career, finances, and workplace, okay? So goals set in the struggle position, it wanted to almost lean over here. So there's something about goals for you guys, okay? And career, what is this? What is this? Career transition. Navigating career transition smoothly, identifying the transferable skills, update your resume, and network to explore new opportunities. Okay, y'all. So this was also in reverse, y'all. All right. Okay. So I'm gonna let you guys see what I'm seeing here. And that's the thing, it is what it is, okay? It is what it is. So there's something about someone wanting to transition into maybe another field of work, or something that's also in the same field that maybe you went to school for or that you already have a trade for, but you're being asked to make some goals, okay? So as far as questions about your actual career, I'm gonna get one more to clarify this goal set. One more for this goal set. Okay, thank you. All right. All right, all right, all right. Okay, financial health. So, as far as like for your finances, it feels like a finance message. And then it's also something about your career as far as like wanting to make a change. Maybe you want to leave the job that you're at and you're not really sure where, your next opportunity is going to be, right? You're trying to make a getaway plan, if you know what I'm saying. They're like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. And if you have been thinking to yourself, maybe I'm not loving my work environment, you do want to do something different, or you have been thinking about it, this is kind of like your spirit team letting you know, yeah, it's okay. Because remember, it came out in reverse. So this could be something that's just been in your head that crosses your mind every once in a way. Once in a way? What? Once in a while. I'm getting like on the bad days at your job, you think, okay, like, is there somewhere else I can go? Okay, like, is there something else I can do? All right. I'm hearing bad day at the office. So for some of you, it's like you have, maybe it's comfortable and it's stable, but you're not in love with your job. You're not like you're not fulfilled with what you do, which is fine, okay? So essentially they're saying, hey, you've been thinking it. It's time to, make some connections. LinkedIn for some of you. I'm pretty sure there are better places to network or what have you, right? But then also put that resume out there, update your resume and put it out there, okay? It seems like the money's in the change for you guys. The money's in the change. Ooh, okay. And now I'm getting a download. Okay, so someone has been, you have been strong subconsciously, and maybe you haven't looked to another place because you don't know how strong you have been. I feel like wherever you work right now, it has pulled out strength in you that you didn't know that you had, okay? Perseverance you didn't know you had. Resourcefulness that you didn't know you had. I think you've upgraded your skills and your own personal arsenal, if you will, of strength as far as your field goes, right? Like if you work in customer service, there's something about your job that has pulled out, has really shown you what you can do, right? It's pulled out the best in you, but it's not where you're meant to be forever, okay? I just feel like oftentimes people come to my channel for change, okay? I feel like I'm always telling somebody to leave something, leave somebody. I don't want to, but I mean, like, it's quite literally out here, okay? So, career transition, all right? I don't know why I couldn't say transition for a second. It's like I looked at transition and I thought transformation. Interesting. But maybe it's because, once again, like this is a transformation of self. Like you didn't know your strength, group two. You had no idea how strong you truly were until you got here, right? You didn't know how talented you really were until you started doing this job, okay? And maybe it's because your boss is not really the best leader. So maybe you've had to grow in leadership skills because they weren't going to lead you. Okay. But making some goals for your financial health. Okay. I'm getting a 5-year plan. Okay. A 5-month plan for a year plan, right? Monitor your spending. Somebody might want to get Rocket Money or something like that. Not sponsored, but they should be. Okay, they should be sponsoring me. Okay, but yeah, like somebody might want to get some type of platform to really look at how much you're spending. Like I'm hearing you got more money than you think you do, especially not binge spending. Oh gosh. Okay, been there. But sometimes, you'll be swiping the card and you're just not really thinking until you look at that bank statement type thing, okay? I don't know. I don't like getting too like detailed into people's lives because when it comes to your money, like people get real defensive when it comes to the money. But set some goals. Essentially, that's what they're trying to say. Set some goals. And something about regularly, we've got regularly review your credit score and manage your debts and responsibilities. So regularly keeping a track of what's going on, okay? Now let's get into tarot, okay? I'm hearing tarot. Because y'all, I get on the oracle cards and go ham and turkey, okay? Okay, I'm gonna go for the purple one. I think I actually already used the purple deck, but I did cleanse it because I already used it. Okay, cool, 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 cool. All right. I always do a 3-card spread, but I think I'm gonna do a 4. I'm gonna do a 4-card spread. Okay. So this is just more tea about what they want to tell you about your job, about your workplace, okay? And it could also just be continuing what we're already talking about here, okay? Two more. Two more. Okay. So it's a lot talking about your skills. Y'all is skills. Here, y'all bad man pajama, even in pajamas. Someone work for home? All right. All right. I see. So this is about your leadership skills, okay? This is about your leadership skills. Somebody's got some big boss ideas and big boss abilities, but you are not aware of these abilities, or really how lucrative is the word, these ideas and abilities are, okay? Someone's very, very talented at what you do at your job, so talented that you really could strike on your own. And, that could be a lot in someone's mind. Because I feel like when I said strike out on your own, my throat kind of like, okay? So, maybe that's something you've always known to be true, okay? But like the pressure and the fear of everything being on you is the reason that you don't. That's fine. But what is a way that you can slowly strike out and start exhibiting some of these leadership qualities? Okay, so maybe it's not striking out on your own. Maybe it's just like going up in leadership. Okay, I'm also hearing responsibility. I got responsibilities now. It's like this is kind of a rite of passage, a milestone even that you have been avoiding for somebody, okay? But like somebody's been asking for more money, okay? I want more money. I want your money, okay? It's like somebody who's really been asking for more money or more income, and that income comes from them stepping into the leadership role. Okay, so it doesn't have to be starting your own business, but it comes from you being the leader. You have to be the leader, okay? Responsibility comes with benefits as well. So there's that. So there is a struggle with this Eight of Swords, not completely limiting yourself, but there are, I'm getting gaps. There's gaps in your judgment when it comes to what you can do, okay? This Ace of Swords in reverse and this Ace of Swords and Eight of Swords both fell when it came to skills, okay? Skills and consistency, okay? But in this case scenario, I feel like it's skills, okay? Like someone doesn't want to leave the comfortability of what they know right now. For some of you, like it's making me think of somebody I once knew. Like she just flashed into my head. It's like she wanted so badly to, have more money and, be able to do all the great things that come with money, right? Maybe go on a trip, maybe, start a savings account or another savings account, a rainy day fund. She had all these plans and things she wanted to do, but because she was unwilling to, in her case, she needed to go back to school. It's like because she was unwilling to do that and not make other sacrifices in other places, it's like she liked this comfortable lifestyle, but the comfortable lifestyle was okay, but she wasn't going to be able to live and do all the things that she dreamed of because there was no way to make the goals based off of the things that she liked. She liked to eat out, she liked to go out, she liked to, do things on the weekend, she liked to keep up your nails and your hair, and she also wanted to get new clothes every month. And look, y'all, Saturn has been ruling me my whole life, okay? Maybe I didn't make the best decisions with money at one point, but okay, over the years I've had to, grow up and make better decisions with my finances. And one of the things I had to realize was keeping track. Wow, that's so funny. Yeah, keeping track of what I'm doing. It wasn't that I was bad with finances. It was that, I would just spitball, right? I would just look at my account and be like, well, I should be able to go here, 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 and here and still have about, $30 in the account afterwards. But like, I had to start looking at it like, okay, money is my tool. Okay. And if I just go and make moves without keeping track, then, I will lose tools. Like I will lose my tools. I will lose my resource. So I had to be like, okay, cool. I can go and do this, but how about this? I'll check to see how much that thing that I want to buy at the store is. Okay, cool. Well, maybe I can get it on Amazon for cheaper. It's like just taking that extra step for somebody. Okay, so what is this Emperor energy? Okay, is this them or they're both? Hold on. Six of Pentacles, Judgment, Eight. Okay, no. Okay, one more for the Emperor. Everything wants to come out in the struggle position. I think it's like this going back and forth. Like, someone's like, oh, well, if I, okay, if I were to become like the manager or, this a supervisor or, it's like assistant manager for someone. If I were to step into that higher leadership role, because there's tons of different leadership roles and a lot of people call it different things, child, please. All right. It's like if I do that, then I'll lose time, right? Five of Pentacles, I'll be exhausted. Okay. I won't be able to handle the workload, but it brings me back to what I heard the first time. You are stronger than you think you are, and it's not nearly as hard as you're making it out to be. Look, this is what I'm getting for y'all. That you are actually way more capable than you're giving yourself credit for. Like I'm literally hearing like, oh, I can't, I couldn't, I can't, I can't, I can't. Oh, I don't like telling people what to do. Or, I like to do everything myself. So I'm not really a good manager. I'm not really, the person cut out for leadership because, I really don't like people depending on me too much. I like to kind of like clock in, clock out. Okay. It's like all of these different excuses. Look, y'all, I ain't trying to come for you, but it's like these are excuses because it's just like you have the ability, like you are the emperor. You're the emperor, okay? Not only that, I feel like you're somebody like when you speak, people listen. Like when you give instructions, when you give advice, when you advise people, they listen, okay? So if somebody wants to start an advisory business in a specific again like niche or in a specific skill set that you have that you could even have a degree in, like that would be great. That would be awesome. Okay. Like I'm literally getting somebody who did social work wanting to now go into like counseling. It's like a subsection. You can do it. I'm not sure if there's any like extra certification. Like it's something so trivial. Like it would take a extra certification. Like it would take like what 6 months or something, right? And as beautiful as social work is, it's taxing. It's a lot of work and it does pull out the strength in you, right? But you can take that same strength that you had to do that and be a really great therapist, be a really great counselor. Okay, so that's kind of the vibe I'm getting. Like somebody who worked in a store, but now you want to open your own store. Maybe you'll start on Etsy until you can make enough money and then you get your own shop or you get your own like website or something, right? It's like that's the kind of thing I'm getting. It's like not you changing your career path, it's you changing the way in which you do what you do. Okay, and the place in which you do it, and it's like you're so afraid of ending up maybe broke, okay, ending up overly, like ending up exhausted, okay, ending up exhausted, and the benefits just aren't as good as you expected, okay, like that extra amount of money an hour just wasn't worth it. Like that's the fear here. Okay, so what is this Eight of Pentacles? One card for the Eight of Pentacles, please. Oh yeah. See, I'm telling you, it's like you're afraid of being overworked, and it makes sense. But I feel like you're being pushed to take the leap because I'm telling you it's not even as bad as you're making it out to seem. It's not even as bad as you're thinking, right? I'm also hearing somebody check your prescription. No, check. Well, somebody could need to check their prescription, but someone check their subscriptions, right? You might be paying for things that you are not aware of. Okay, so now go back to this. I'm gonna get one more for this 10 of Wands. What's this 10 of Wands? Thank you. Okay, so it's 2 and 1. Okay. Okay. So right now, someone could be in the 10 of Wands where you're having to do a lot of juggling, and it still brings you, it like brings you to a place of complete mental exhaustion. This also could be affecting your physical body because I'm looking at this here. Okay, so like right now, what you're doing for work is leaving you mentally and physically drained. Okay, with this like 2 of Pentacles, it's like you do it well. Like you do your job extremely well, but it leaves you physically and mentally exhausted to the point where like when you're not working, you are just like sleeping, okay? Antisocial, don't want to talk, okay? But it's like with this 10 of Wands, 10 of Wands shows a lot of responsibility, but like you handle it, like you carry it well, okay? Like people wouldn't know, okay? Until you literally open your mouth, like until you open your mouth and say, I'm exhausted, I can't do this, oh my gosh, I can't, right? People would think like, oh, so and so is fine, okay? Also, literally somebody needs to ask for a break. Like, you don't take your breaks. You don't take your breaks because there is like a trust issue here. Because you're the emperor, okay? Like there is a trust issue here, and it's like you don't take your breaks. Take your breaks, okay? So what is this 8 of Swords? And I think that's a whole nother thing too. Okay, you are a boss operating like a worker bee. Like it's time for you to step fully into that Aries energy, because there's a Aries energy that thinks that they can do everything on their own, and then there's the Aries energy of, I tell people what to do. I'm standing on my throne, look, Emperor is sitting on their throne, okay, with the insight to know what to tell people to do. So somebody needs to delegate a bit more. And maybe that's also why you're afraid of leadership. Like you're afraid of being overworked, because it's like, okay, I have to figure out how to delegate. I have to figure out how to, because Emperor can be a little harsh with their words. So it's like, I have to figure out how to communicate and like work with a team. Okay. So that also could be a little bit of a concern. But you're definitely ready to step into a leadership position, y'all. That seems to be what this entire thing is about. It's like you're so afraid of overworking, but right now you're already overworking. You're already overworking and exhausted. What is this 8 of Swords? One card for the 8 of Swords. And we'll go from there. Ding. See, I said it. You're already overworking. You're already overworking. Okay, like you could already be telling people what to do. Like literally, if you were to go to whoever is above you and talk to them about, this raise, or you wanting to step into a leadership position, if you want to stay at the job you're at, they'd be like, oh yeah, like I've been waiting for you. I've been waiting for you to realize this. Okay. And even if you have to, because I'm getting like some type of interview or presentation where it's like you want to do it, and then you have to kind of like talk to the ones above you in like maybe a meeting. It's not, everyone else sees this about you, y'all. Everyone else sees this about you, and you would do very well. And if you can't get it at the place that you're at, like if the place where you at, they like to kind of pigeonhole people. Pigeonhole basically means that they don't give raises often, or they don't promote people often. Then once again, it's something about putting yourself out there, exploring your options, okay? But I really do feel strongly about that social work thing, okay? Um, I'm gonna do one more for this Ace of Swords. Oh, I'm telling you, it's gonna be a tower in reverse. And this fell straight to the floor. Like, the clarity or what you're not seeing, right? Ace of Swords is like that communication or the lack thereof, right? But also mental clarity. So the lack thereof in this situation, it's you go back and forth between limiting yourself and seeing, okay, maybe this could be a possibility. You go back and forth between that. I don't know what your history is. I don't know what you've been through, my darling, but this is an opportunity that seems to be literally made for you at this time. Like, you've definitely reached the point in your career or in this workplace where it's like, duh, of course, group two, of course. So, a tower in reverse is like something that changes abruptly that, you know, you could be thinking is going to be bad, but actually it's really good for you. Okay. So for some of you, it'd be leaving the workplace that you're at to go somewhere else where, you know, you get a better position at a higher pay. For others of you, it is, you know, having that conversation with someone who is above you in rank or rank. Okay. Somebody could be in the military, or in one of the armed forces in the military, right? One of the subsections or what have you. Navy for somebody. Is somebody watching me in the Navy? Hello? What? That's crazy. But yeah, it's put yourself out there. Put yourself out there. Have that conversation. I'm also hearing uncomfortable conversation. So have that uncomfortable conversation. Like, maybe this might look like, okay, talking to the people at your job first. And then, you know, maybe they say, nah, and you have to, you know, put your resume out there. You have to call around and see what the options are, right? Whew. Very interesting, y'all. Very, very interesting. Let's see if anything else comes up here. Because I think that is your reading. Very straightforward, okay? Somebody don't play. Somebody don't play around. What? Okay. Manifest it, y'all. Manifest it. It was in here. What? Okay. And you're not weak. You're not weak. Okay? You are not seeing your strength. It's like you have this subconscious strength. Energy manipulation. Yes, somebody needs to manifest what you want. Okay? Whether that is, you know, how much it, like, someone, ooh, somebody needs to manifest what they want, but maybe the thought of manifesting specifically the career is just too much. But like, if you start by manifesting what you want to see in your bank account, or you start by manifesting what you want to see as far as like income coming in, that would in turn transform your mindset about your career and kind of set things where they need to be. Also, this magician to me says that you have everything that you need in your arsenal of skills if somebody wants to step out and literally do their own thing, like their own business. Like, you are smart enough, you have the idea, you have the stability, earth, you have the charm, the skill to, you know, sell to people if that's the situation, and the water as far as like the ability to the ability to offer care to others, okay, and answer a need, okay. Like, what's that thing that they say when it comes to starting a business? You have to see a need, and then you go from there, right? You answer the need that that citizens are looking for, right? So for a restaurant, you're answering hunger, okay? Or a cuisine that's not seen in your city. If it's a service, what is a service that you don't see that often? And even if it is a service that you see often, what can you offer to that space that you're not already seeing there? I'm also hearing, don't worry about the competition. It doesn't matter. even in your actual workplace, if you like work for someone. Yeah, okay, so someone's got frenemies. Don't worry about the competition. Wow. It's like, maybe that's what the Ten of Wands is already. Like, okay, I'm getting like chills on the side of my face. Don't worry about the naysayers, which in case panderers. Okay. So yeah, you could have people in the workplace who there could be a group of people who don't like to take responsibility for things, and there's people who cover for them. And maybe that's why your skills don't get acknowledged the way that they should, or the way that, you would have liked in the past, and it left you exhausted. Yeah, so it's a group of people in your workplace that all maybe cover for each other. So that's for someone specific, and that might be why it's time for you to, make that transition out of there. Spirit said, wait, I want to show you something. Okay. You could have been working, for someone, you've been working somewhere for 2 to 4 years, and Spirit wants to show you something, whether that is giving you an opportunity somewhere else, or one of the higher ups. That's what I keep seeing, like one of the higher ups in your business seeing you as like a leader, and then being like, why is this person having to overwork and the rest of these people are doing nothing? Okay. Like setting up something, not going down without a fight. What? Old job. I'm unsure. The truth sounds like false. The truth sounds false to people who are lying. Yeah. Not going down without a fight. What's that? Education. For somebody, they're going back to school. You're going back to school, or you're getting a certification. Like going back to school for a trade. Okay. And jealousy. Or maybe that's the jealousy. Like people are mad because you actually have an education in something. So yeah, you could be fostering a bit of jealousy because people see how, and then education is also like the knowledge, right? The knowledge to, maybe you're educated, right? So that's why these people could be trying to come against you, and you're a peacemaker in your workplace as well. You have amazing good qualities that, whether it's in this one place or the place that you're going, is going to be seen. So seen. It's just you have to start putting in a bit of work. Okay, with Saturn and Cancer, it's like it's gonna be uncomfortable. Okay, Saturn is like limitations, but it's also like that Saturn is not here to make you comfortable, right? And Cancer is comfort, okay? Saturn is Capricorn, the opposite of Cancer. So it's like you're gonna have to step out of your comfort zone, is what I'm getting here. It's gonna be looking like stepping out of your comfort zone. I'm also getting somebody who's always gotten, so someone in the collective has always gotten jobs connected to someone else. Like you always had the hookup, right? So you could have like gotten a job because of other people in the past, right? Or my friend of a friend, or someone got me this, interview, but like this is going to look like you stepping out and, talking to people you never talked to before, being in spaces you never been in before, right? Asserting yourself in a way that you never have before, okay? And it's going to feel highly uncomfortable, but you have the education to do so. Who cares about these people who are jealous of you? That's why they're siding with maybe narcissistic people in the workplace. That's why they're it's like they make space for other people's weaknesses, vices, and create a space where no one's held accountable. So what? Right? The whole point is that they're trying to make you feel unsure, and they also want to make you feel like you're not putting in as much work as you actually are, even though your body knows it, your mind knows it, you're exhausted, okay? You put in your best foot forward every single day. And you may have, people who are jealous of how well educated you are. Okay, you could speak proper. You could always kind of know what to do. You could also be someone who actually knows like protocol. Okay, you actually read those like, was it onboarding stuff, right? You know what to do. You know what to do, and that's why they're jealous, okay? And it's like these people could kind of see that this person could easily, outwork me. This person could easily be, above me. So that's why maybe they try to make you feel unsure, make you feel like you don't know what you're talking about, right? You're also like a drug to these people. So yeah, these people don't want to see you go. So for the person who wants to leave the workplace that they're in and go somewhere else, they want to make you feel unsure. They want to, hype up other people who don't work as hard as you and like make them feel good about their inadequacies because they don't want to see you go. You're like a drug to these people, and they could be, very, just like you're comfortable where you are, they could be comfortable seeing you there. Okay? So, yeah. And this also could talk about your neurodivergence. Maybe this is why you are so good at, because that's one thing about people who have ADHD, ADHD. We're really good at on the spot thinking, okay? On the spot thinking, pulling things out of our brain that we didn't even know we knew, okay? And, excuse me, a burp for confirmation. And even though it might seem a bit erratic and like youthful, curious, a curious energy, a curious George. I don't know why that came to my mind. Right? You could seem a bit like curious. Someone who's like thirst for knowledge, always has questions, always wants to know more, okay, analyzing things. It's like, though it may look a bit erratic, I don't think that's the word. Erratic? It may look unstable. No, that's not the word either. It's something that is out of the norm in this workplace. Okay. I'm literally getting like you getting an idea for something right then and there, and you move on it. You move on it. You don't sit on it. You, whenever you feel like you could fix something or make it better, you immediately ask that question, put the idea out there. And it's not being appreciated where you are, at least not in the role that you play. And these people who are probably contributing to this Eight of Swords energy, okay, to this limitation in your mind, to the lack of clarity, the people who are contributing to that feeling, they don't want you to realize what you're really carrying. Like you're carrying energy of a leader, okay, of someone who could transform this workspace into something way better, okay, Tower in reverse. They don't want you to realize that because you're a peacekeeper. Like you actually want to manage situations and problems that these people they don't care about, okay? They don't really care. So, last message, own who you are. You are hostess with the mostest. You are the bestest, okay? Asbestos. What is that? Nicki Minaj? She's not really popular right now. But yeah, it's like these people trying to act like someone asbestos. Wait, you are like the best, and these people trying to act like you're poisonous. Like, oh my gosh. Like every time you ask a question, someone's like, here they go again. But every question that you ask offers some type of clarity and help to other people on the team, and they try to act like it doesn't. Please, please, stop it with the freaking games, okay? Anywho, I hope this helped. Genuinely. If you want something more personal, I have personals that I am doing right now. So email me. The information will be in the description box below. And, we can work from there. If nothing else, I hope that you enjoyed the reading and that it resonated and that it helps you and that you manifest the best possible career of all time. Okay? Love you guys. Bye. Let's get ready. Let's get ready. Let's get steady. Let's go. Group 3. I had no idea how to get this out, but I have a couple of downloads here for you. Okay. Trying to find your place in the world when you're good at so many different things that, it's hard for you to find just one place. And then I got something further for that. Okay. Sometimes people want to steal your dreams because they are really stealing the passion you have and the drive you have to pursue what you want. Sometimes people will copy, steal things from you, but it's not that they're stealing that thing, or even that they're trying to destiny swap. Sometimes, apparently, it's what they're trying to take is your drive. Okay, so it's like someone got inspired by you and they wanted to take your spark, they wanted to take your fire, they wanted to take the drive you had to keep going. But it seems that someone could not get access to what makes you keep moving forward. Okay, it's like someone does what they do for a living. Okay, someone does what they do for a career or for a job because of the feeling you get when you do that thing. It's not so like your goals are not so much about, oh, I want to do this specific job, get to this specific place of legacy, leave behind this legacy. No, it's like when I work, I don't want my work to feel like work. Your intention has to do with a feeling. It has to do with, it's like, oh, I'll know it when I feel it. Someone saw you doing your job, okay, innovating things in your workplace with this Aquarius energy here. They saw you innovating things in your workplace. They saw your tenacity. I love that word right now. They saw your drive. They saw your resilience. They saw your power. Okay. They saw your I'm getting like you have like a very motivational speech even. Okay, they saw what you were working with and they wanted to like almost step onto your path and do what you're doing, thinking that they'll feel the way that you feel. Like you could, in your mind, you couldn't think that you're not doing anything amazing, right? You're just okay, you're in your lane and what you do, it's like it gives you that feeling. There's also something here about you rebranding and expanding. Okay, someone doesn't want you to expand because they already feel like they're trying to get to where you are. Okay, so someone's about to rebrand with this beauty magic here. Okay, it's some type of like understanding you're going to have of yourself, and it's going to further that fulfilling feeling, and it's like what you do, it grows, it pulsates, and then it gives birth to something else, right? Very emotional, very water-esque. Okay, but the person who is after your passion, the person who wants to feed on your passion, is projecting some type of jealousy onto you, right? They're trying to, bait and switch. Oh, no, no, no. Actually, this person is trying to be me. They are, trying to, be as passionate as I am. They're trying to take something from me. And this person works off of competition. As long as they have someone to compete with, they can continue to be powerful, strong, resilient, and resourceful, right? They get really resourceful when they feel like they have a competitor. So spirit is telling you to not kick it into hyperdrive, because we're not very much concerned about this person. But the thing is, this person pulls on your energy a lot. Okay, they're trying to invoke some type of poor time management from what it feels like. They want you to make bad decisions. They want you to fumble the bag. Okay. They don't want you to stay motivated. They want, the inner workings of you to fall apart. The problem is that this person cannot grasp or understand how you work. So they're really just kind of coming at you from a 3D sense, right? I'm going to talk trash about this person. I'm going to, hope that by talking trash, okay, every time I get mentioned, one of you nigga gets 24 hours of attention, okay? Sorry. I had to put it in the collection, okay? Heart to Meg. Love her, okay? But every time I get mentioned, one of y'all get some 24 hours of attention. Some 24 hours, right? I think that these people, whoever these people are talking to, because this feels like somebody who has been in this competition energy towards you for a while, okay? And when I got into the energy, when I tried to like just ask spirit, okay, what about this download I got about someone being multi-talented? And then I also have the multi-talented card. So I was like, what is this download? I knew once I saw this card, okay, plus a white card to confirm it with Aquarius energy that fell out right here. Okay, somebody is an innovator. Somebody, it's like I said, I'm sorry, y'all, I'm burping. Like, lately I've been channeling and burping and I can hear it in the mic and it's so annoying, but oh my gosh. Anyway, for someone here, you innovate new ideas. It's an evolutionary process for you. I think where this person has to work extremely hard, there are certain things that just come to you. Like it is just who you are. It's in the cards for you. It's one of your earth gifts. It's just what it is, right? Where this person has to, sit with people and talk ish, come up with ideas, research you, look at you from fake accounts, do all this extra stuff. You get stuff when you let go. Okay, when you let go, when you don't hyper focus, okay, when you just be, washing dishes, walking your doggone dog at the doggone store, okay, in your car, things will just drop on you. You'll just know what to do, and it helps you in your career, okay? You could be somebody who works on contract, or you're somebody who is there's something about people striking out and doing something on their own, like offering a service on their own, or opening some type of thing, not leaving their jobs, but it's like some type of side hustle, right? Like opening something to further this ability that you have, right? Maybe it has to do with beauty, okay? Maybe someone's gonna start making beauty content, period, okay? Do that makeup. Or, lip glosses. Those are companies that blast off so easily, okay? You can make the stuff from home. So maybe you have a product, you have some type of oil, okay? There's something new that the girlies are doing, these hair teas. Okay, because I'm getting herbs. I'm smelling some type of lavender, some type of rosemary is what's coming to my nose. So somebody has a massage therapist. Every once in a while, I pick up on the massage therapist. Oof, please send me a deal. Okay, I don't know, a reading for a massage, please. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, you got this person, okay, whoever's talking trash and hoping that the trash they're spreading on you will make you attracted or something, like them put the energy on you and then you just pick it up in the air and sabotage yourself, or really do start to want to compete with this person, right? And it's for some of you and this person are not even doing the same things. They're trying to compete with you in your lane, and it's baby, we not even in the same lane. People in this lane be hopping and you trying to freaking ice skate. What are you talking about? Like everybody moves a specific way in your lane, and they're trying to like move the way that they like to move in their lane in your lane, and be like, oh, I'm moving so much faster than you. And it's just like, well, congratulations, because like in your lane you can move that fast. In my lane that would be like weird. Yeah, I'm just getting like someone who does something maybe like that's creative. So it takes time to put a concept together. It takes time to, set out plans, and maybe you have to correspond with other people, and you know what I'm saying? Like you have to find resources, you have to raise up funds, or you have to, teach other people, work with people, you have to communicate with people. It's like what you're doing has to do with, once again, a feeling. It's like an overall, like you want to create some type of maybe community, you want to create some type of something Uranus like, right? Something that helps a community of people. So maybe like what you're doing takes a lot of elbow grease at the beginning, right? So maybe you want to start a non-for-profit, so you have to go and apply for grants, you have to reach out to people, you have to do all this extra stuff, right? And this person is working as like a white collar person, okay, in corporate America. And they're like, well, I'm making so much money and I'm doing this, and I'm doing that. But it's like, you're not looking for that, right? So it's like, I don't know. It's like this person's trying to get in your lane, but I don't know in which way they're doing that. Like, okay, for example, you're doing a non-for-profit, so this person goes and like invests in a non-for-profit, and they're like, working with someone who also has some type of similar non-for-profit or something, right? For example, I'm a reader, so like this person is just not just, but maybe this person makes like vlog content, and they want to now start making readings. It's no big deal, go for it, but like it's not a competition. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, because it's just like, it's like someone who is not in your lane, but they want to be in your lane to feel what they feel like you feel in your lane. Right. Like this could be as simple as you both work retail, but they now want to work at your store because you look happy working at the store and you seem to work really well with the customers. So they think, oh, well, I'll have a better experience if I work at that store as well. But it really has nothing to do with the store, it has to do with you. But they want to be you. You know what I'm saying? But then they tell people, oh yeah, like this person, they're jealous of me and blah, blah, blah. When at the end of the day, like, I know I could do their job better than them or something. And it's just like, I don't know how these flying monkeys don't get like that this person is jealous of you. So yeah. Ooh. But someone thinks that your flow is like beauty magic. Somebody thinks that something you naturally do well is some type of illusion magic, some type of like glamour magic, a glamour spell of sorts. Like if you're very charming, they're like, oh, there's no way that this person is naturally charming. They're doing some type of like glamour ritual to make their words sound eloquent and soft to your ears. Or, not everybody is like savvy about magic or the occult. So maybe this person just thinks like, oh, this person's just super manipulative. They're just a manipulator. Talking like that, communicating like that, looking like that, wearing that makeup, doing their hair like that, wearing nice clothes. They're just trying to manipulate people. That's why they do it. Why else would they look nice? It's not like they love themselves or have self-esteem or like just genuinely like to look good. No. No way. No way. Impossible. Okay. But yeah, something about your talents are very exclusive, and this person can't understand the root of who you are. Like they can't understand your heart space. Like what gives you the drive? What gives you the drive? What gives you the want to keep going? Okay. Can I get 3 cards about what's the tea here? Emergency funds. Someone's building some type of emergency fund. self-development. Y'all are very developed. Someone is like about to, oh, someone's about to start some new venture. Yes, job security. Okay, so someone might be trying to, not even trying to, you're about to step into something that you've always dreamed of doing. And it maybe has been a fight, okay? And with this exclusive, I feel like no one really knows like how much you care about this dream, how much you're passionate about this dream, because there's something about passionate. Like someone doesn't know how much you fought for this, how much you wanted this, how much maybe you took a certain path just to develop a certain gift or a hobby, but it's exclusive. Like you don't talk to a lot of people about this. There is something creative, but also eighth house secret here. Okay, this also came out. Neptune, eighth house. Like there is something secret about this. It's something that's like in your heart to do. And you've got like this person and they're flying monkeys, watching you rebrand, watching you maybe okay, so there could be somebody, okay, so this tea seems very gossipy, but there could be someone, maybe this person who is assuming the worst about you, but like they could be thinking that you're dipping into your emergency funds, you're dipping into money you don't have to rebrand yourself, to dress nice, to look good, okay? And what they don't see, what no one sees, okay, is that you're actually not settling. And it's like you're not telling people that, you know, maybe the reason that you're an art teacher at like a freaking boys and girls club is because it's near a dance studio that you've always wanted to train at, right? So it's like you're taking less money, but you are pursuing some type of dream, okay? And with dreams usually is something more artistic, okay? So someone could be thinking like, oh, this person, they always got their head in a book, they work at a bookstore, they have no goals for their lives. But it's like you work at the bookstore to be near somewhere that you go after maybe like night school, but nobody knows that you're in night school. So it's like there's a reason you do what you do. And you're also not really letting people into it. Smart, keeping smart. Don't do that. Okay? But something about what you're doing, it's going to pulsate, okay? Pulsate and grow into something else. There is a method to group three's madness, and someone is, once again, all passion, all competition, okay, always looking onto someone else's plate, and everything that they do has to do with competition. I don't know how else to say it. And this person likes quick results, okay? They don't like doing anything where it's taking too long. But it's like what you're doing is going to secure you in the future. So you're fighting for something that will secure you, but also fill you with passion, where you can innovate, where you can use all of the talents that you have. It's almost like you have curated a lifestyle that would allow you to be fulfilled because you have a lot of different abilities. So what you're striving to do will satisfy all of your capabilities. Dude, you're all smart. Y'all are so smart, dude. Dude. Oh, something fell on the floor. Yes. This fell on the floor. Networking power. I'm also hearing net worth. Like, y'all are so freaking smart. And I think that's why it was so hard for me to tap into the energy at first. Cause I was just like, dude, I don't understand. There was like projected, one of the cards I just created was projected jealousy. And I was like, what the heck? I'm like, what is this all about? All jumbled up and confusing? Okay, so now that I got that out, now that download is out. Okay. And you guys are doing a good job as well. All right? Like this person wants to make you feel behind. Yes. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. This person wants to make you feel like you're behind. Okay? They want to trigger all that drive that you have, trigger that drive. Instead of focusing on your own exclusive plan, they want you to redirect it towards them, okay? And like direct your energy towards like proving to them that you're not left behind and that you can get it together and that you can have financial security by like getting on their path of competition, competition, competition. And yeah, it's just not the way. It's not the way, because like in an energy of competition, I swear, like one thing I've always tried to like ask people, okay, especially being ruled by Saturn, okay, that freaking Saturn energy in the first house, y'all. I think I was just real old. I had real old auntie energy as a kid, and I would always be asking myself like, why? I didn't understand games. I know. What was wrong with my childhood? I didn't understand games because I never understood what was the point. Like, okay, somebody gets to win. My family full of a whole bunch of Aries energy, a whole bunch of Gemini energy, okay? Whenever it was game time, board games, card games, they would just turn into like the most nastiest people, like hitting under the belt, saying mean things, trying to catch you off guard. I'm just like, all of this so that somebody can win a game of cards? Like, it never understood it. It's something about competition that when you allow that energy to overtake you, if there's no real goal behind it, no real drive behind it, and you just let that energy overtake you, you can do some real messed up and dirty things. And if you ask the person why, it's just like, oh, well, simple. I wanted to win. So you sacrifice your soul to win? Like, dude, you will disconnect from your soul's purpose just to win. You will, you know, deplete yourself, run yourself into the ground, end yourself in the hospital just to win. And who said that you were winning? What if that's not even where you're supposed to be? What if that's not your route to winning? Then what? Just me. Can I get more on this energy? 3 cards, please. Sorry, 4. Can I get 4 cards? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. You're very guarded mentally. That's my 2 meanings for the 8 of Swords. Because, you got swords all the way around the mind, and it's like wrapped up, like kind of like a mummy to preserve the mind, right? And it's like you're very wrapped up. And from the outside, it looks like there's nothing going on, right? Almost like you are in a little a passion little kiddie pool. I'm happy with where I am. I don't want to strive for anything else. I don't want anything else. Very unassuming. 2 more, please. Yeah. Hold on, y'all. Because, I'll put a deck in reverse in a second. The whole thing was upside down, y'all. The whole thing was upside down. Why do I do that? Uranus, please. Let me live. Happy birthday to my Aquariuses. Aquarius season. Okay, start over, y'all. Okay. Oh. Oh. All right. We got a lot of emperors out here in the collective. Okay, so someone is learning some type of protection magic through beauty rituals. Maybe you're trying to either you're trying to combat some type of energy that's being sent to you, because as I said, somebody is definitely talking a lot of trash about you with this Five of Swords. So you could quite literally feel, that energy, or maybe it has been affecting you. Like if someone's been doing reverse beauty magic on you, maybe you've been having desires to eat things that would, make you sick or not have you feeling the best. Maybe you've been having like destructive thoughts as far as like self-care, not wanting to keep up certain self-care rituals, not wanting to do your hair, not wanting to do your nails, not wanting to keep things up, right? A really depressive energy from what I'm sensing. And you've been definitely fighting against that. Maybe you've added in some beauty rituals. When I first got this message, something about wearing red. Some of you might want to wear red. Red is not just good for the why do I say crown? That's not your crown. It's not just good for your root. It's also really, really good for like it's a dominating color. So what it allows you to do is like stand in your confidence, right? Yes, domination magic can be trying to control other people and their will. I don't do that because that's a no-no. Okay, that's a no, y'all. We don't do that. But I say it's good to use to dominate your energies, okay? To be able to stand on a point in a conflict or in a situation, right? So if you have a day where you have to pitch some type of idea to your boss or go on a interview, wear red, wear a red lip, period, okay? But there's always a difference between people who do glamour magic for manipulation and to control other people, and people who do like beauty rituals or glamour magic to reach a level of self-acceptance. It comes with shadow work. You have to become comfortable with your body in every aspect, even the things that you have had insecurities about or have been, negatively aspected in your life, right? Bullying and things of that nature. It's the process of accepting and loving all of that, even in its imperfections. Okay. So that's what I'm sensing here. I'm sensing somebody really coming into a glow up because of this acceptance and because of this self work as well. And it's some type of like fight back, like you're fighting back some type of like noise. Okay, you got flying monkeys, you got people monitoring you, overly concerned about whatever you're doing in your life. And then you know what? I secretly think that these people do know that there is something going on behind the scenes, okay, in this eighth house, deep within your psyche. Okay, because we have the moon as your original way to process emotions, but like your deep psyche is like that eighth house, right? The things that you don't usually utter, the things you don't really talk about. And I think that was what that eight of swords was talking about. It was talking about things that you are keeping secret. And I think that it's like people can sense that there's something going on. Maybe it's the demons in them, okay, can sense there's something going on, and they want to see. They want to see what you are planning, seeing what you want, seeing what you're desiring, right? These people would love for you to share your dreams, okay? Are they the King of Swords in this situation? One card, please. Are they this King of Swords? No. All right. So, yeah. Whoever this person is that, we were talking about, have their flying monkeys. This is somebody who is very much, once again, they are concerned about your stability. They are very concerned about your stability, and which is why they use a whole group of people to try to keep up with you, okay? I'm also, I'm here, insufficient funds. You ain't got no money. Yeah. It's like these people are so obsessed with you not having anything. But you're so smart. It's like, once again, it's like you're so well capable. You're so smart. Okay? Like you're just a well of freaking knowledge. And I want to just keep like hammering in on that. And I think what these people are hoping is that you never find your lane, your thing that will, because you have multiple different avenues to make finances, but it's like, once again, you're looking for some type of feeling, you're looking for some type of fulfillment, and that's what these people don't get. That's what these people don't get. Yeah, flying monkeys with why am I hearing when pigs fly with judgment in reverse? These people don't understand work ethic and desire and dreams and passion. They really don't. It really is all just fun and games for them. They can't take anything seriously with the sun here. Okay? I'm thinking like the sun, like fifth house. I'm thinking like it's like they don't know what it feels like to work for something and fail and truly want that thing. They don't know what that failure feeling feels like because these people have never allowed themselves to truly chase anything. So they've never had that moment. Maybe you've gone through some disappointments, collective. Maybe I've gone through some disappointments. Maybe you've gone through, doors being shut in your face, rejections, right? And like these people don't understand that. Like they don't understand fighting for something and not yet reaching it, right? Fighting for something and maybe it wasn't exactly what you hoped for. These people don't understand that type of learning. Okay, I'm not going to say failure, but that feeling of failure, but truly it's a learning experience. What is this Five of Swords? Five of Swords, self-development with, I feel like this Neptune in Aries is really going to help you. It's going to definitely bring some forward movement to some type of dream, like some type of dreams and type of creativity. And then we have, okay, Temperance with the King of, yes, it's that flow. And these people are trying to fight against it. I'm like really talking a lot of trash. What's this Emperor? Two cards for the Emperor. Yeah. They never gonna be anything but somebody who just imagine all the time. Oh, they're always in their imagination, right? But you're truly an emperor. You're truly a king of swords, right? This is who you really are. But they're saying, oh, they ain't never gonna have much than a little bit in their bank account. They don't know what it feels. They don't know how to save money. They don't know how to do this, right? They don't even make enough to save. I'm not surprised they don't have a saving account. Da 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 da. Oh, I didn't know you were struggling that bad. Oh, I didn't know it was that bad. Like, bro, look at her shoes, man. Like that type of thing. It's just so much talking, so much talking. It's wild. And I'm hearing this line to a song I was like listening to when I was taking my walk yesterday. Like it was this song. It was just like, oh, how was it was Crash Out by Lizzo. I think it's her new album. It was like this intro of it. It was like, oh, if I get up, oh, y'all better not say nothing to me if I get up out of this. When I get the heck up out of this, oh, y'all better not say nothing to me because it's up. I'm like, ooh, shoot. And it gave me chills because it's like that fight. Like that fighting energy of like, oh, when I figure this out, when everything comes together for me, okay, when all the work that I put in on myself all comes together and it makes the thing that I've been hoping for and reaching for this entire time, when it all comes together, I don't want to hear nothing from y'all. I don't want to hear no congratulations, nothing. Like that's really what it feels like because these people are talking trash. Whatever this community is, like this could be people in your own workplace. This could be people, you know, people in your family, but they talk a lot of trash. They talk so much trash about your finances, about, your development. Like I'm hearing a waste of knowledge, waste of education. Like these people don't understand, they don't understand like going with the plot, going with the flow of things. It's not that you're not doing anything. You are looking for your opportunity and staying prepared. And they don't get that. They don't understand what it feels like to chase after something and not give up when it doesn't work out the first time. Like they don't get that. Trying again after failing, isn't that embarrassing? Like you just gonna stay stuck? Okay? What if it never comes together? Okay? What if you're a star that never goes up? What if it never goes together? You just gonna be mediocre forever? Like, that's how these people are seeing it. And they talk about it. And they talk and they talk and they talk and they talk and they just never shut up. They never shut up. They never shut up about it, about you. They are too concerned. Too concerned about where you're going, what you're doing, what's going to work out for you. And it's just like, mind you, they're talking about how you're a waste of knowledge and that you're not doing anything. But the thing is, you guys are doing something in the background. And they don't know about that. And if they knew about that, they'd probably be talking trash about that too, friend. I'm gonna sit here and lie. Oh my gosh. Okay. What is your advice to them? I feel like the advice is to like really just stay focused, put your head down. Also, something is about to work out. Like, something definitely is coming together. It's like a carefully curated career for all of the talents that you have. Okay, period. Bit we outside tonight. I don't know why that came out. Okay. All right, so this King of Swords is a hater. Whoever this King of Swords is. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay. Yeah. Watching and talking ish. But go outside. Get that vitamin D. Okay. It's one of your rituals you might want to start. Like taking walks, right? An acquaintance could be very important in the near future. Okay, like in passing, you could have like a sign of this message could be like you going somewhere and meeting somebody in passing that gives you some type of like supporting message, encouragement, something that's like very specific to what you are reaching for, right? It's like you have a very specific goal and they might say something like that goes along with, right? They might say the name of the business that you're trying to create and you're going to be like, what the heck, right? Or, you've been seeing 555 everywhere and someone is like, oh, wow, it's 555. Like that type of thing. Okay, so if you did time and learning to thrive with root chakra. If you did the crime, you do time with throat chakra. I mean, not throat chakra, root chakra. I'm a leader, and I never knew. A leader, and I never knew. I feel like someone's holding something over your head that you did a very, very long time ago. Like some type of like blackmail. Okay. What is that about? I know something about it. Lack of trust. Lack of trust. Manager. What? Shadow side. Okay. Someone could be trying to like blackmail you into not starting a business or not like doing something creatively, not tell your story, right? Because like sometimes doing something creative comes along with like, being very vulnerable. Someone wants you to be afraid of your own shadow, which I don't think you guys are, but you do have like the star in reverse, so maybe there is a level of authenticity that you're not comfortable being in. I don't think this is something that could put you in jail, like something you did in the past that could put you in jail, but I think like the jail is like it would lock you out of where you want to go, right? If that rumor were to come out about you, if that knowledge were to come to the surface, nobody would think that you were eligible or the person for the job or eligible for the promotion, right? So it's kind of like, oh, you're a leader, but you used to be this person. Like, oh, you're, a CEO, you're a COO, like, but I knew you, like, you used to be, gang affiliated, like, I didn't, okay, like, reforming is a thing, I guess. Like, oh, you, uh, a guidance counselor, like, but you used to be a hoe, like that type of thing. That type of thing. It's not something that necessarily would put you in prison, but it, like, they want it to like stop you from moving forward. Like it should be something that you're ashamed of forever, and you need people to like manage you. Like, these people think you need to like be in rehab or something. Mind you, you're learning to thrive and you've accepted this. Like, accepting who you have been in the past and then changing it. Like, okay, cool. I used to be I have no problem with people who smoke. I have no problem with people who, drink. That's not okay. But if you were, like, for example, an alcoholic, and people knew you to be an alcoholic, people knew you to be somebody who maybe used to drive drunk, okay, used to always have a bottle with you, right? If somebody knew you to be that, and then you decide, okay, this is a shadow of mine, I'm very dependent on this because of all of these traumas. Okay, you start making changes to stop doing that. You stop driving around with liquor. You stop, drinking all the time, drinking on the job. You start making those changes. Okay, cool. That's who you was a couple 5 months ago, a year ago, 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago. Okay, cool. That's who you used to be, but that's not who you are anymore. And that does not lock you out of being, somebody who can counsel somebody through issues and problems, addictions. If you're able to look in the mirror, say this is who I am, and change, yes, you can be a leader. Yes, you can be somebody to help somebody else. I feel like the best people to do jobs of rehabilitation, of motivational speaking, are people who've actually been through it, people who actually made mistakes and actually have, I don't know, marks of being a human, actually have the scars. Yes, you can then teach other people how to heal. I don't understand what the problem is. And it's like these people are trying to, like, they're talking so much about you, bringing up your dirt, bringing up the things that you've done that were bad in the past, right? They're trying to just throw all this dirt in the air about you, when at the end of the day, that's not who you are. It's something you've done, but what you've done doesn't become who you are until you allow it to become who you are, until you identify with that thing so much that you lose yourself, you lose your soul, right? You lose your own personal purpose. When you allow that thing to control you, yes, then you lose yourself. And I guess this is what these people wanted. Like, in their mind, they would be a winner if you gave in to an addiction or some type of illegal activity. If you were to, even become a complete crash out, because I was channeling the song Crash Out, right? So maybe you become more demure, you become more classy, and these people are like, oh no, I know who you are. Oh, you used to fight on the streets. You used to, like, walk these bitches down, okay? You used to walk these bitches down. I know you, okay? I've had to come scoop you up before getting arrested. You supposed to be in jail. No, that's not who you were. That was energy that you were in. Those are decisions that you made, but that's not who you are. Period. So yeah, that's your reading. I feel like we was all over the place. If it was helpful, it was helpful. If you want to go deeper into some topics that we talked about here, or something else, you can contact me for a personal. Okay, prices from like $11 all the way up to like 60, 70. So there's just prices from each price point that could be something that could help you to get answers that you want from your spirit team. Okay, so if you want to, go ahead. Y'all, I'm not gonna lie, this reading has me a little tired. All right, so I'm gonna hop out of this energy. You're doing great. Stay the course. There's really some type of like huge epiphany that's about to come for you guys. So just stay in a high vibration. in high empathy, stay in a high vibration, stay, leveled out. Don't allow this energy or these naysayers to really like get to you. You know what I'm saying? Like stay in your lane, stay in your lane, stay in your vein, okay? Stay focused. But yeah. Also going for walks, cleanse that energy. But yeah, it's definitely wintertime, right? How the heck are y'all going for walks? It could be at the gym, all right? Anyways, I'm gonna talk to you guys later. I love you. Bye. Hello, group 4. Let's go ahead and get into this tea, y'all. Oh my gosh. Okay. I already prayed in. Let's just go ahead and get into it. Also, I lost a nail. Sadness. Okay. I'm going to start with tarot because that's what I'm feeling led to do. What is the tea in your workplace, career, and finances? Okay. And it could be a message about any of those. So let's get into it. 3 cards, please. Okay, so this could be talking about some type of partnership, a coworker, or even a what's it called? Evening out like energy within yourself, like coming to a peaceful place within yourself. Okay. Second card, please. I'm also hearing employee. Whoa, that just flipped all the way around. Okay. Also, someone's efforts that they're putting into a job. I'm also getting into a career path, like going to school, like you've been putting, like this would be like you're in college getting a degree, right? It's 7 of Pentacles. You're putting in the effort, but you don't actually have the degree yet. You have the major and the time spent, but you don't have the degree just yet, right? Or you are putting in a lot of effort at a workplace, but you don't have like the acknowledgement of that effort. You're just putting in a lot of work patiently and maybe even questioning yourself a bit in this work connection or workplace. All right. With the Page of Wands as the last card. You know what this looks like to me? It looks like you've come to this like inner peace of like I've put in a lot of work in something and I'm ready to almost explore something else. Because the Page of Wands, you see like the desert and all that stuff, it's like they're on a journey. Page of Wands, I call it like the beginning of a journey. Okay? Or you're just very passionate about something. Almost youthfully passionate about something. Hmm. This is really interesting. Okay, so what is this 2 of Cups? Can I get 2 cards with 2 cups? A little pyramid spread. Everything's coming out so odd. Okay. I just go where my hands are guided, y'all. Okay. And my hand was itching for that Ace of Pentacles. All right. So right now you're in a 9 of Pentacles not in reverse, in the struggle position, with another clarification being the Ace of Pentacles. So I feel like this is somebody who's almost exhausted trying to do something alone. You may be at peace and it may be your comfort zone, but it's like it's exhausting. Okay? Um yeah, like maybe you're looking into the future. Um 5-year plan, 10-year plan. Like where is this leading me? Because right now you're exhausted, okay? Not exhausted, but it is tiring. Um and I think that's why it's in the struggle position, because upright, the Nine of Pentacles, is someone who is independent and um definitely financially stable, and you know, have savings accounts, rainy day funds, things set in place. But then the struggle position is like maybe being a little tired, greedy, not wanting to ask for help, a bit prideful, right? So it's like in the struggle position, you're holding things down well in this relationship, in this job, okay? But it's just, I'm getting work relationship, okay? I'm not getting love at all unless you work with a lover. But it's like you're holding things together very well, you're very balanced, but there is an opportunity here. What is the of pentacles? Not Six of Pentacles. Two of Seven of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. Two cards for the Seven of Pentacles, please. Thank you so much. Oh, the Wheel of Fortune stepping in. The universe is stepping in, y'all. As soon as I see the Wheel of Fortune, I'm like, okay, we are not in control here. This is a fated thing. Something about fate. And the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups with the Ace of Cups. I love it how I asked for two cards and they give me three. Y'all not slick. Anyway, but I'm really feeling more so this Seven of Cups. What, y'all? It's like someone's getting some type of vision with this Wheel of Fortune. It's like some type of, I'm hearing seed needs to be planted. Some type of seed needs to be planted. Some type of, because it's like you could feel a bit stagnant right now, but comfortable. And it's like some type of move needs to be made. It might feel almost risky to you. All right. But it's like some type of move needs to be made. I feel like y'all know exactly what that move is with this Ace of Pentacles. Whether it's a change in routine, it's going back to school, it's striking out and doing something on your own. I was getting like someone wanting to start a vending machine business. Like you want to get two or three vending machines. And that's the thing. This you have to plant a seed. You have to plant a seed to see any growth from it, right? And it's something that you're imagining, or something that you're already thinking up in your head. To you, it could sound like a smoke show, like, oh, I'm just, being delusional, like I'm not being realistic. But it's like with this Wheel of Fortune, you're being asked to plant the seed, like do whatever that is. Maybe you're thinking you won't get into a certain school or a certain program for a trade. You're being asked to try. Put the effort out there, because right now you're good, you're okay, you're surviving, and you're surviving well. All right. One of the things I love about like Nine of Pentacles is that like you look good. Okay, your hair's even. Okay, you don't look dusty, you smell good, right? You're able to take care of yourself, but it's like some type of decision you're being asked to make that could seem delusional. I'm seeing light orbs, y'all. They are not playing with you. Okay, whatever decision you're being asked to make. Also, it could be with a resource as well. Y'all, my hand is getting hot. So, oh, this is very important for someone. This is very important for someone. But yeah, some type of decision you need to make. It will change almost the trajectory. And I know that sounds like so far-fetched, but some things are destined, but we have to collaborate with the universe to get or receive it, right? Like let's say you are meant to be some type of beauty influencer, or you will influence people in beauty. But to do that, it starts with you going to cosmetology school. And when you go to cosmetology school, you're going to meet people, and someone's going to give you some type of opportunity. You get the opportunity, then you're working somewhere, maybe at a booth or what have you, and then you're doing people's lashes. And then that's where you get an idea to sell your own lashes. You get a drop shipping company, and now you're selling lashes all over the freaking world. But it only can happen if you take a leap or a risk to go to cosmetology school. That would, like, the wheel of fortune never comes into play if you never make the decision that right now seems far-fetched. Okay? And it's because you're comfortable right now. Like, oftentimes people, to make risky decisions and make that leap that changes their life, they're usually, down bad. Okay? Down bad. Um, back up against a wall. No money at all. And all you can do is depend on the wheel of fortune to help it all work out for you, and make that leap and sow that seed and just hope for the best. Boom, it all works out. No, this is not the situation for you. You may not love what you do for work, or your lifestyle as far as your workplace or career, but it's comfortable, it's paying the bills, and you're still able to keep yourself up. And that's why somebody's desire, creativity even, doesn't really matter to you, because you're just like, but will my fantasies, right, my imagination pay my bills? Probably not. Okay, so that's what the energy feels like. What is this Page of Wands? What is this that you want to do? Okay, Queen of Wands. Does somebody like want to, with the Temperance, and then this obviously wants to come out, so let's see what this is. Okay. It's some type of hobby. It's something that you've definitely put work into. This is definitely talking about a hobby. Whatever it is that you have imagined yourself doing, okay, maybe even for a long time, this is something that you definitely have skill at. It could even have something to do with the job that you're working right now, but it's more independent. Like for example, all right, let's say you are a dance instructor, but because it's it's a passionate activity, right? You're a dance instructor and you work at a community theater or something. It is in the lane of what you want to do. It feels the passion, sort of, okay? It may not be exactly the way that you want to perform or what have you, but you know it pays my bills. It's fine. But you're being asked to move to a place where you can have the best dance teachers, or you're being asked to join a program where you can be selected out of 800 people to dance with someone on tour. It's like, it may sound like a far-fetched dream. Okay, I'm not even gonna come up with something more practical, because oftentimes when we see fire energy, we especially with the Seven of Cups, we're like, okay, that's impractical, right? I'll give you something more practical, because this is an example that came to me last night, and it was confirmed when I was watching TV this morning, actually. So let's say you are a janitor, okay, or you have a cleaning business. That's independent, right? You clean people's homes. You have been doing it for a while, okay? Maybe you feel a bit complacent with it, you're bored, but it's something you're good at. It pays the bills. You're comfortable, okay? You even maybe have good relationships that you've built from this. It has offered you a better lifestyle, but you have some type of cleaning product that you use that, if you submitted it to Shark Tank, if you submitted it somewhere, you know that it could possibly make you a lot of money. You know that, creating Page of Wands, Queen of Wands, creating that product would probably maybe take a lot of extra work, and you'd have to call people, you have to do all this stuff, but it would probably create legacy for you, right? It would create a retirement fund. It would create way more money than just being comfortable and being able to take care of yourself. All right. Okay. Woo. It's just like a rejoicing. And they were like, yes, that's the message. Okay, so that's the message for somebody. Because you're the Empress. All right. Yes, you are still taken care of, but it's like you are being asked to step into doing something that will take care of you. It will put you in the Empress state. Okay? Doing something that will in turn take care of you. Ooh, and the 10 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. All right now. All right now. Let's get out the financial cards now. Okay, 3, please. You're like, yeah, you don't need them now. It's a very straightforward message. Yes, abundance mindset. It's shifting into a mindset of more than enough. Like it's something about being comfortable here. Like you have enough. Like you're more comfortable being maybe an employee or working on contract, but like being the face of something maybe just seems like a bit too much pressure. But it's like you definitely feel the sense of just like dissatisfaction, like, oh, there's got to be more than this. But to both feel that and then also still want to stay in your comfort zone, it look, trust me, I understand. I understand. As a Cancer sun, I get it. Okay. 2 more, please. It's a mindset shift that you're being asked to take right now. Career fulfillment. Yes. And smart investing on the bottom. This could also, for some of you, be talking about like if you've been waiting to hear back about like a financial aid situation or some type of like grant, okay? Because somebody wants to do like a non-for-profit, that is something that you create, right? Somebody wants to do like some type of non-for-profit, you need a grant or something. It's like what you're going to get is going to allow you to create something that will take care of itself, right? That will take care of itself and it will be helpful for a lot of people. And it's like it will be both a learning experience for you, but you also have everything you need as far as skill and, integrity, mindset to do this. Like you are definitely the perfect candidate for whatever this is. Financial independence. Y'all, my goodness. This is like on some Steve Jobs stuff. Like somebody's got a product that you're thinking is not really that big of a deal. It's just like some household cleaning products or something that you've been using, your grandmother's been using. Like it could have been something you've inherited, like uh, some type of cleaning solution that gets rid of stains or whatnot. And you're like, okay. You've just been sitting with it in your back pocket, not even thinking anything of it, but you're like sitting with a cleaning solution that could make you millions of dollars. Okay? Millions of dollars. Somebody gonna be on Shark Tank? What's going on? All right. What else do you want to tell them? Because this seemed like a very straightforward message and I'm not going to draw it out. What else do you want to tell them? Well, okay, hold on. I'm going to do a little bit less cards. Okay? That's what it is. It's like you're not being honest with yourself. Accountability. All right. It's like something about not letting this opportunity pass you by. Okay? You're not being honest with yourself. It's like you keep gaslighting yourself to think that whatever you want to do, whether it is a trade, whether it is, creating a product, whether it is changing your career or, even asking for a freaking promotion, okay? Asking to Yeah, that works too because that means that you've been in a place working with others. You know, love your coworkers and whatnot, but you have ideas that is leadership oriented. You want to create new systems. You're very passionate about the place you work at. So you have come to this place where it's time. It's time for that promotion, and you aren't saying anything. Maybe you're afraid of failure, okay? But it's almost like you allow yourself to get in your own head, okay? And now I'm seeing this Seven of Pentacles and then Seven of Cups completely different again. Like you have put in so much work and so much effort into something, and the Wheel of Fortune is coming around to give you an opportunity to show that work and effort and all of the skill that you've built up. And you're like, mm, I'm not good enough. Seven of Cups. Okay, putting all these like illusions of not being good enough, not, having enough experience, not being able to communicate good enough, not being able to, I don't look like somebody who works in that field or has a $1 million product. Nobody from my family has ever done something like that. Like that's the type of vibe here that I'm getting. Mm-mm. We don't do that over here, y'all. Okay, y'all are so beyond good enough for anything you want to achieve. No, no, Chaology fam, we're not doing that. Do not limit yourself. Ooh. Expanses in reverse. Too focused on the how. Yes. Someone is too focused on the how. You're too focused on the how and unaware of your beauty. Aw. Or unaware of your energy as well. Very unaware of your energy. So maybe you're unaware of maybe how you affect people in the workplace, unaware of your gifts and talents, unaware of your own integrity and like efforts that you've put into this workplace. Expenses. I wonder what that's about. What is that about? It's expenses. Okay, so maybe you're afraid of failing. Okay, you don't want to start that business because you don't want to end up, bankrupt or having to like dissolve the business, right? You don't want to sell a product because you're afraid no one's gonna get it or no one's gonna buy it or someone's gonna tell you that it's absolute trash. Okay, afraid of failure. It's almost like, okay, I'm comfortable here. I may not be completely satisfied with my job, but like imagine I went back to school and I completely flunked or failed and I basically waste a whole bunch of money and I don't get a degree. Or imagine I start a program and nothing comes of it, right? I've done programs and all different types of education before and it just doesn't work for me. I'm just not that type of person. I feel like that's the vibe here. But with the Wheel of Fortune, one of the things, Earth School, okay, so this is the learning experience with the Temperance as well. One of the things about the Wheel of Fortune energy is that fate comes with signs, okay? Destiny comes with all different types of signs. Like for me, I feel like a huge turning point of my life was deciding to um pursue acting, okay, in multiple different ways. It sent me on a slew of different journeys, which makes me think of this temperance here, okay? Temperance can be like learning between the spirit realm and the earth realm. The experiences in the earth realm that have symbolic and spiritual meanings. When I decided to seek education in something I was actually good at, because at the time, y'all, I was in community college, failing almost every class except for psychology. Okay, except for human behavioral research. All right, and if you don't know, uh, the entertainment industry is especially acting. It talks about the human body, behavioral things, all like I was already kind of interested in that. Going to school for that really showed me how I was a true artistic person. And I learned about so much about my craft, but not just my craft, my body. My body's an instrument. I learned so much about film and editing and all of these different things that really told me, yes, this is my thing. I'll probably be doing something like this for the rest of my life. And I took that same information and I made this YouTube channel. And if I never did that, I would have never come to this conclusion, at least not in the same way. Right? And that's no success story, okay? I didn't go off to be a famous actress, at least not yet. Who knows? Okay? Who knows, y'all? I'm still alive. But I didn't go off to be the most successful, but I'm on a journey that I like. Okay? I'm pretty proud of my dang self. So, what I'm saying is, all right? I'm saying that sometimes to get to a place of fulfillment, career fulfillment, you got to take a little risk, especially with all these Aries placements that are in the sky right now, all these Aries transits. It's talking a bit about, taking charge, being a leader, being someone who makes that decision for your betterment. Okay, for your betterment, not thinking about all of the people in your workplace, not thinking about the comforts, not thinking about how people are going to think about it, if you're going to fail, what the outcome is going to look like. It's like, no, take that freaking leap. Do something different because you want to. You want to. You're in the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. You want a change. But you're like lying to yourself, like gaslighting yourself to believe that everything's fine, being completely unaware of the fact that you're bored. You're bored, sick. Okay, someone could have a moon in Aquarius, but I think that's more so talking about like you are so concerned about the community, all right? Everyone else around you. Forgive yourself. I'm telling you, are you like torturing yourself? Oh my gosh, with honesty in reverse. It's your spirit team. Your spirit team is just like, why is you acting like you don't like? Why is you acting like that? That is funny as heck. Like unprofessional. Okay, so maybe you feel like doing something outside of your job would make you look unprofessional, especially maybe if you want to make content or something. You don't like your voice, right? Oh my gosh. Maybe you want to like market something, do something in marketing, but you don't like your voice. You think that maybe you're unprofessional or you have some type of history of being unprofessional. Forgive yourself for your past, okay? Create a budget, change your schedule, okay? Too many expenses. Okay, so this is talking about your finances. Subsection, your finances, okay? Are you reading my mind? And we have, I wish you more open in tech. What? You're sensitive. What? Okay. Okay. Someone is so good at their job that it quite literally is like you read people's mind. It's like, that's what I'm saying. Someone is in a situation where their situation, you're, oh my gosh. Okay. I'm gonna say this, and I guess the reading is gonna be over after that, y'all, because everything is very straightforward. So, someone is working in a place where you are so good at your job that you are literally reading your coworkers' minds, okay? Like before someone says something, it's like it's almost so mundane to you that you know what people are going to say before they say it. You are giving people things before they even ask for it, right? You just know, you know everything, you know everyone like the back of your freaking hand. Okay? And it's making people ask, why are you still working here? Why are you still here? Like, people are realizing, and I guess this is why it's also in the Nine of Pentacles in the freaking struggle position, y'all. People are starting to realize how talented you are, so much so that they're like, other people, what did I say? The Wheel of Fortune comes with signs. Other people are recognizing that you are due for some type of evolving, some type of change, some type of transformation. It's time. And other people are realizing this. Someone's very concerned about their finances, okay? What you're being asked to do is, one, be aware of your spending. Okay, somebody like spends more money depending on, okay, and look where my water signs at. We spend more money depending on our emotional state. Okay, so whatever that is for you. Some people spend more money when they're happy, some people spend more money when they're sad. But like, you're being asked to recognize your energy, be more aware of that, okay? And it's almost like this boredom is actually like bad for your finances. Because sometimes you just be spending money because you're bored, right? You're being asked to watch that, okay? And be more open and honest with yourself about maybe an interest in tech, someone wants to do coding, okay? And don't be so afraid. So don't be so afraid of failure that you don't try to make that change, because it's like the universe is asking you like, "Hey, try it. Try it. Just put yourself out there, okay? Put yourself out there." And you're like, "Nah. That'll make me look bad. That would be unprofessional to just leave a workplace where I am doing so well, or where so many people depend on me. It would be unprofessional. It would be immature to maybe regress, or even to ask your boss for that raise, or ask someone to make that change for you. You could be thinking whatever it is, it's unprofessional. It's not. It's not, okay? It's an illusion that you are putting in your head because you're limiting yourself. You're limiting yourself, what you can do, what you can achieve. And it's time to come out of that comfort zone, boo. All right. That is your read. I hope it was helpful, group number 4. Love y'all. Bye.